D-Gens, what's up, guys? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? Let's get into some chart action, shall we? See what's going on. Little JASMY chart action. 4 cents 370, guys. We had a great daily close yesterday, about 4 cents 4. I want to see us close again today above 4 cents 4. That would be fantastic. Going into next week, I think that we're going to have a green week next week, guys. I told you guys on like Saturday, last week, Saturday, Sunday, that we are likely going to have a red week this week. So far, that is played out perfectly. Now I'm thinking we've cooled things off. It's time for continuation to the upside now, right? We've put in this higher low. Let's keep going with it. We've retested this level as support. So continuation to the upsides, what I'll be looking for. Going over to the Bitcoin chart. Same thing. We closed above $101,000 yesterday. Where we closed this daily candle today will be interesting. Look, we retested 100K support, and we maintained it so far, guys. Can we keep this daily candle today from dropping below, even on a wick, below $100,000? That would be very, very bullish to see that happen. So that's what I'll be watching. Hopefully we can flip this candle green before the day is ended. We've got about 4.5 hours for that. So a lot of time, guys, a lot of time. And the market seems to be recovering very nicely right now. So we could have a nice green afternoon. If we look at the bubbles, what do we got? XCN's making a nice little move. AVAX, Miria, Ondo, Ethereum. What we really, if guys, everyone wondering what's going on with altcoins, as long as Ethereum is dormant and not really waking up from its slumber, altcoins are just going to be, they'll melt up slowly, but, they're not going to really start going parabolic until Ethereum does. So that's what you want to watch is Ethereum's price action. As soon as Ethereum starts to really, take off the shackles and run, that's going to be it, man. Altcoins are going to start to tear. Chainlink up 17% on the news that Donald Trump purchased some Chainlink today. So that's very bullish. Turbo having a bit of a pullback, a little bit of a correction from yesterday. 1 cent 255. Not bad, not bad. Optimism 10%. Some good DCA opportunities still. Wagami Games. So, yeah. Market is looking okay. XRP's at $2.41. All right, let's get into some. Well, let's go have a look at who's here first. Let's have a look at who's here. Funky, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Guys, as always, please do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe to the channel. It's the Christmas season. It costs you nothing. So it would be fantastic if you would help the channel grow. That would be absolutely amazing. Give me a sub for Christmas. Holmes, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. KD3, here in the community of the Alpha. Absolutely, man. Shane, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Green Tea's in the house. What's going on? James, hey, Rob, sorry about the confusion yesterday. Half my message was cut off for some reason. I was saying in the green on my Pepe coin and swapped it for XCN. Dropped during the dip. Nice. That's a good little swap you did there, brother. That's a good little swap you did there. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. 20.8 million now. Let's go. Oh, that's amazing, man. That is amazing. Did you see the new t-shirt? Let me see here. Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy portfolio. That is awesome, buddy. That is awesome. You got to put a little dash crypto future at the bottom. That's amazing, man. I dig that. That's awesome. Bruno, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Haas is in the house. What's up, my friend? Tyler, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Big Kev, what's going on, man? Mary, how are you, dear? Helly, Rob, and family. Good to see you. Thanks for all you do, pal. Hey, you just keep bringing the t-shirt alpha, brother. Boomer, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Mo, love the constant updates and hustle, Rob. No one does it like Rob. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. We try, right? We grind it out. Kevin's in the house. What's going on, buddy? Jackie, anyone who has 20 million coins of anything is a lucky person. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that if you owned like 20 million, like Pepe or something. That's like $3 or something like that. Luke, what's up, buddy? Massive W pattern on XCN on the weekly. You know what, Luke? Let's go have a look at that. Let's go see if we can identify what you're talking about here, my brother. Let's see. XCN on the weekly. First of all, look at that. Look at that gorgeous chart on the daily time frame. That's absolutely fantastic. Let's go over to the weekly. Oh yeah, look at that, eh? Look at that. Look at that big ass W. Big ass W. W. I dig it, brother. I pick up what you're putting down, man. I'm picking up what you're putting down. My internet kicked out on me there. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Kicked back in pretty quick, though. Sorry about that. My apologies. My apologies. Can you guys hear me? Am I back? Yes. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. No, my internet rugged on me for like 15 seconds. So sorry about that. A lot of people probably tuned out. We back. Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me and see me. My internet rugged for like 15 seconds, so. Okay, perfect. Yeah, look at that. Look at that chart on XCN, guys. Nice. We've almost fully recovered from that dip over on XCN. Held up very strong against that dip. Holy smokes, right? Just went like bam, and then just like in 2 days, just boom, boom, worked its way back up. That's what I like to see, man. XCN gearing up for that next move, baby. We need to make a violent one, though. I don't want to see no double top happening here, right? That's what we don't want to see. We don't want to see this do this and then hit resistance and kind of hit here. We could see a double top happen, and I don't want to see that. Let's just break straight to the upside violently. And, yeah, so. But, yeah, sorry about my internet rugging there, guys. Every once in a blue moon, it does that, and it irritates me. All right, let's get into some of the news, guys. Let's get into some of the news, see what's going on. All right, so covered a little bit of this morning, but so look at this Hara with this massive hint. So NeoSun, friend of the channel, NeoXtrix, had tweeted out, in the future, Jasmy and Junction will coexist. Jasmy will build its own infrastructure. We will create a vast pool of GPU resources and use it in sectors of AI and video games. And Hara retweeted it today, and look at what he says. We plan to make an interesting announcement soon. So we have an announcement coming from Hara in regards to AI and Web3 gaming and Jasmy and Junction. Big things coming, guys. I am excited. You know that this is the spot you will get the breakdown on it. You'll get the latest and greatest, and we'll give it to you first. So very, very bullish news there from Hara. Continuing on that sentiment, guys. We see a retweet from .fem link says, Jasmy ready to build your own AI artificial intelligence track focusing on AI videos and gaming. Very, 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 very nice. We have this from Neo Sun as well. Neo says, Jasmy Labs is currently testing Jangshin's technology for video rendering graphics and image data loading. Yes, you heard that right, guys. Jasmy Labs is currently testing Jangshin's technology for video rendering graphics and image data loading. Jangshin and Jasmy are entering the Web3 gaming space, guys. Yet another tag. They have an AI tag. They have a DPIN tag. They have an RWA tag, an IoT tag. They have a I don't know. Yeah, I said RWA. Now they have a Web3 gaming tag, right? Are you kidding me right now? Soon they're going to have the metaverse tag. They're in everything, these guys, right? They're like, Jasmy's like one of those actors that you don't know their name, but you see them in every TV show and movie ever made. Like Samuel L. Jackson or something. He's just in everything, right? Jasmy is like the Samuel L. Jackson of crypto. He's just in everything. Everywhere you turn, there he is, right? So that's fantastic. Potential scam going around as well, guys, that you need to be careful. You need to be aware of. Jemmy here. Now, I broke this down in a video, but I know not everyone has seen it, so I'll talk about it here as well. Jemmy, this new page, over on X, they say a meme coin with a mission powered by the vision of Jasmy. Okay? So they're claiming to be from Jasmy. However, courtesy Saya1K, prominent Jasmy community member, he says, hold off on Jemmy until or if there's any confirmation from the Jasmy team. The project has been rotating between $10 to $12 million market cap the past 3 or 4 hours and may very well be an elaborate rug pull scheme. Stay away from this project, guys. This doesn't seem legit to me for a couple of reasons. One, they claim to be on the Jasmy network, but right here you can clearly see they're actually on Solana, right? But they're claiming to be built in the Jasmy ecosystem, right? This is, for me, this is a scam. Now they're putting just enough money in there to make people think it's something. Keeps bouncing between $10 million and $12 million market cap. I think that this is going to rug you guys, so be careful. Personally, I can't give you financial advice, right? You do you, boo-boo. But I would not advise putting money into it. It seems like a scam to me. But what do I know, right? I'm just a dude on the internet. All right, what else do we have? We got from All In Crypto. Check this out. All In Crypto gave his price prediction for Jasmy.
Inverse head and shoulders, and often markets will go up and down in a kind of nestling head and shoulder format, is this head and shoulders here, where you can see this left shoulder. This is, of course, your left shoulder's armpit, which we're highlighting. You've got this big head that, of course, incorporates the phase 1 base. Then you came up and you made this right armpit. And this, of course, is your nice rounded right shoulder. So if we look at this from an inverted point of view, often when people look at head and shoulders, they like to look at them sort of the right way up, not inverted. So we flip the chart on its head, meaning when the price goes down, it's actually up. And this, of course, is the head and shoulders that we're highlighting for you on Jasmy. Now, if this is to take place, and I believe it's been initiated on this volume here, which I'll just move so that my head isn't in the way, the actual breaking of this neckline is a key level of significance, a key event that is ultimately likely going to see Jasmy come to the price prediction of 71 cents. Now, we were looking at this and have been looking at this certainly as a Patreon down in this region here, which would have given you a return of 33x, so 3,300%. Today, where it's currently at, remember this is an inverted chart, that's likely going to see you return something like a 14x. And actually, this doesn't mean that it's going to stop there. It's just what we now have a technical pattern for.
So would you take a 1,400% return from this point on your JASMY bags, guys? Absolutely fantastic. 71 cents. That's pretty close to where I've been saying, guys. What have I been saying? Everyone who's asked me where they should be, especially over on the Patreon, where they should be taking profits on JASMY, my answer has been the community, the entire community thinks it's going to $1. When that happens, you should always pull your money about 20 to 30% lower than where the community thinks it's going to go. So 30% lower than $1 would be around 70 cents, right? That's what I've been saying, guys, right? Don't get caught in the FOMO of the community telling you it's going to $1, it's going to $1. Doge didn't, right? And I know you're sitting there going, well, Doge and JASMY are different projects. Yeah, but you know what? Market sentiment is market sentiment. And I've been around a long time. I've seen it repeat 100 times over, guys. So make sure you are careful. Take your profits. Obviously, not financial advice, but protect yourself. Protect yourself. All right, now this is a retweet from Hara. Check this out. You can book your stay with JASMY. Explore over 2.2 million hotels and accommodations worldwide, now available for booking with JASMY coin. You can book your flight and your hotel with JASMY using JASMY token. More utility. As you see from Hara, tweeted out, as a member of your ecosystem, I'm pleased that JASMY is providing its worth to use Travela.com to be able to pay with JASMY to book your flights, your hotels, and so much more. Very, very bullish, guys. Very, very bullish. What else do we got? Bitcoin Magazine breaking. Texas state rep officially files for a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the state of Texas. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys. The good news just keeps rolling out. It just keeps rolling out. Vivek Ramsey, yes, the Doge Department of the United States government. He says, when an agency like this, like the SEC, is so repeatedly and thoroughly embarrassed in federal court for floating the law, it loses its legitimacy as a law enforcement body. So the Doge Department has an eye on the SEC, and they have been made aware of the embarrassing behavior of the department. My only regret with Gary Gensler resigning is that he won't be around long enough to be fired. Like, I don't like the fact that he's done everything that he's done over the last 4 years, and now he gets to just walk away scot-free with no consequences, right? I want him to stay at the SEC, and I want them to make his life miserable while he's there. That's what I would love to see. That's what he deserves, because he's made our lives miserable for 4 years, right? And now he gets to just walk off into the sunset with no consequences. I don't. That leaves us a bitter taste in my mouth. I don't know about you guys. All right, so Lark Davis talking some market structure. He says, we still have a long way to go. To everyone saying that we've close to the top.
Art here saying half of my feed is calling for top soon, but looking at this metric, we still have a long way to go. Bitcoin ROI after halvings. Yes, look at this. Look at this. We still have a long way to go for this cycle, guys. Long way to go. Now, that might be 4 months, 5 months, right? April, for example. Or maybe we get really a 4-year cycle, and even if we have a rough summer next year, we have one final hurrah blast off at the end of the year. That'd just be crazy if that's a 4-year cycle plays out again. It's nuts. Anyway, besides the point. We did not come this far for just $100,000 Bitcoin. I'm sorry, we didn't. We didn't. And that's going to go a lot higher. It's not over yet.
We have the cycle mapped out on where we think it's ending next year over on the Patreon. Make sure you get over there, guys. Join the party, and you will know where this market is topping off. Turbo news, guys. Mark your calendars. Turbo has a big announcement coming. on December 17th. Stay tuned. Save the date, they say. So big announcement coming from Turbo in 5 days. 5 days from now. So that's exciting news. All right, what else do we have? Coinbase breaking starting December 13th, which is tomorrow. Coinbase will restrict European users from trading stable coins like USDT, GUSD. We don't care about the rest because they're out there. But PayPal's token, PYUSD, none of them comply with their MiCA regulations. So only Circle, from my understanding, will be able to be used over in the European region. Tether's getting kicked out. We know that, Circle's making a move and people aren't even paying attention to it. I've been pointing this out over the last couple of days, guys. Circle is the primary stablecoin in Europe as of tomorrow. Tether's kicked out. As of the December 31st of this year, Circle is the only legally regulated stablecoin in Canada. Tether's going to get kicked out, right? Circle's taking over, guys. Circle's taking over. Slowly, you're going to start to see all the money. And people are like, oh, what if Tether goes under? It's not going to be like that, guys. What's going to happen is we're going to see the bulk of people will slowly transition their stablecoin holdings from Tether over to USDC. It's not like the market's going to be crumble and be destroyed. All that stablecoin money is just going to get transferred over to Circle instead of being in Tether. You're going to start to see Tether's market cap plummet because it's going to get kicked out of Europe. It is kicked out of Europe. It's getting kicked out of Canada. I'm sure it's only a matter of time before it gets kicked out of the United States. We know that Brad Garlinghouse has been meeting with Trump about RLUSD. I wouldn't be surprised to see Circle and Ripple's stablecoins be the primary stablecoins in the United States. That's a lot of liquidity getting drained out of Tether. It's not going to leave the market. It's just going to go into USDC, right? So to me, it's not a scary thing. It's a good thing. And the reason it's a good thing, which I've said 100 times, is that Tether did this to themselves by refusing to get a proper audit. They will not prove that they're backed one-to-one. And because they won't prove that, I don't trust them as far as I could throw them, right? So really, they did this to themselves. They can't blame world governments from kicking them out of their countries when they refuse to prove that they're backed and that they're solvent, right? So Tether's going the way of the dodo bird, as far as I'm concerned. All right, what else do we have? Bitcoin Archive. BlackRock says that Bitcoin at $2 trillion market cap offers a similar risk profile to the Magnificent Seven of Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, Google, and Microsoft. Very, very interesting. And I agree. Let's listen to Trump today, guys. What's he saying? President Trump says we're going to do something great with crypto.
You're embracing crypto, very different from the previous administration. Strategic Petroleum Reserve like for crypto?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to do something great with crypto because we don't want China or anybody else, not just China, but others are embracing it, and we want to be the head. We're going to be ahead of AI. We're going to be way ahead of AI, and we've got to produce tremendous amounts of electricity. You know that it's unbelievable when you think that we need more than twice what we already have. If you think that's pretty for a specific industry, but we'll be able to do it. We have Lee Zeldin in charge of the environment. He's going to be giving us very strong approvals, I think, and he's going to make sure everything's good and clean and proper, but he's going to give us very fast approvals.
Natural gas.
Very bullish, guys. Very bullish. I love it. What else do we have? Bitcoin ETFs have surpassed 500 million BTC in accumulative net inflows, the fastest growing ETF in history. And yet you still get naysayers, guys. You still get naysayers. It's crazy to me. All right, what do we got? There's pain felt. There's pain felt in the economy that aggregate numbers don't show. Okay.
For more on inflation in the markets, let's
Inflation.
bring in Carol Schleif, Chief Investment Officer of BMO Family Office. And we put yesterday, it's amazing, you know, what a couple of basis points on the inflation rate can mean, Carol, because this was the lead story in the Journal, that inflation is bubbling up again. I mean, it was basically what we thought yesterday, right? There were no huge surprises, but it didn't go down. And today, I understand that the Fed's, you know, preferred measure does include both PPI and CPI components. So if this is warmer, and we're using the word warm, not hot, if it's warmer than expected, it could be a little bit unsettling. Do you expect that?
We don't expect that per se. And actually, when you look at the PPI, which is inflation in the pipeline, for a lot of manufacturers and a lot of distributors, if you will, some of that inflationary pressure is coming down. So we would expect to see it in line. But back to your original statement that the overall inflation rate is running hotter than the Fed stated 2%. Then again, when you look at what the average inflation rate, headline inflation since the 1950s, and you average it out, it's been 3.5%. So getting down to that 2% level is a difficult task, and the Fed's warned us for a long time that it was going to be a bumpy road down. So, you know, the important thing is you did see the homeowners equivalent rents in there come down a little bit, and that's been one of the stickiest components, as well as it's one of the largest components in that factor. But the Fed has a lot on its plate, not only at the meeting next week, but as 2025 starts.
A lot of what happens with whenever earnings are reported, it's always about expectations, and companies manage expectations, analysts manage expectations. Why do you think the Fed painted itself in a bit of a corner? Why is 2 cast in stone? As you said, the average over the last, 60 years, 70 years has been higher, but they can't move the goalposts now, or else they're going to lose credibility. And I don't think they're going to get down to 2. So why are they cutting?
Well, I think they want to get around 2. And the reason they're cutting is because the policy rate that they're at right now is substantially above. If we're talking 2 to 3, it's still substantially above that. It's 4 3/4 to 5. And so from there, the Fed has room to cut and still be in that range, and they can deal later with it. Is it at 2? Is it 3? And if you recall, I mean, it seems like a long ago era, but the Fed for a long time fought to get inflation up to 2% because it was running below that for 10 or 15 years. And that's what we're all anchored to, because we want those 2 5/8% mortgages and 0% car loans again.
It just seems like if we really are restrictive right now, then we should see some evidence of that. And you're using the actual numbers, and you know that's quantifiable the way that you did it. But if you do stock market, maybe you point out we're not as frothy as it was in the late 90s, but we're certainly could be fully priced at this point. And you look at everything else, GDP and unemployment, and there's just not a lot of evidence that if we are restrictive, that's rippling through the economy.
I think there's more anecdotal evidence in the employment market than the numbers show, than the aggregate numbers show. And clearly there's pain in the economy that's being felt that also the aggregate numbers don't show. When you look at that bottom 20%, the bottom to mid 20% of earners, they're feeling substantial pain because even while inflation is coming down, the overall level of prices remains substantially elevated. So, and you're starting to see in the employment market some edges where companies are trying to hoard workers, but if they do leave, they're not necessarily in a rush to replace them. So you're starting to see some weakness there. You're also seeing a lot of technology starting to come on the scenes that was put there as a reaction to tariffs and supply chain and pandemic. And a lot of that technology is starting to come through in the productivity numbers. So we're able to put out more goods with less people in seat, if you will. And so some of those hopefully have that deflationary impact to counteract some of the other still inflationary impacts in the system.
If the one weakness that you pointed out was that the bottom 20% are still being hurt badly by inflation, it seems counterintuitive that you wouldn't make sure that you were dealing with inflation by not lowering rates. Lowering rates when that's still the main problem. I mean, it can come back. It can rear its ugly head again. And yesterday, some people think that there was evidence in that yesterday with wages as well.
Yeah, there is a little bit of that piece in there, although wages needed, for the last 2 years, actually, again, in aggregate, have been above the rate of inflation, but nobody feels it. Because inflation feels like something that's done to you. Wage increases are something that you feel like you personally earn.
With all that, we got to go, but with taking all this into account, would you be putting a lot of new money into the stock market, or would you be, where would you put it, in small caps, or would you still go Mag 7, or what would you do?
Well, I mean, we continue to lean into an overweight in U.S. equities in particular, and moving down the capitalization scale, because we do think a lot of the policies that end up coming through in the new administration will be supportive of making things and selling things in the United States and focusing on rebuilding infrastructure and a lot of other things. And so we remain there. We would love to see pullbacks. We do expect to see more volatility moving into next year, because there'll be a lot of headline risk as every new policy proposal is announced and then working its way through to whether it actually makes it into law or not. But there's a lot going on underneath in the economic fundamentals of the United States, sort of irrespective of whoever is in Washington running the show. There's an awful lot to be happy with about what's going on here. But again, would love to see some pullbacks. It's an opportunity to get in.
Some volatility going into next year, guys. Very, very cool. We got a couple of super stickers and super chats. XCN and Swiftcoin to the moon, Rob. A great video yesterday about XCN is only going to hit 1 to 3 cent crew. Looking forward to Xmas and the new year. Thank you so much, man. I really, really enjoyed making that video and doing the breakdown of it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. Jay Frog, thank you so much for the super sticker, brother. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Why so serious, man? Why so serious? I dig it, man. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's get into some articles here, guys. What do we got? Trump relies on a crypto expert to lead the CFTC. So Donald Pump is contemplating giving Brian Quinstings, former CFTC commissioner and current crypto lead at Andreessen Horowitz, a key role in crypto regulation. The former president, Donald Pump, is preparing a new approach to frame the crypto industry. According to sources cited by Bloomberg, Brian Quintins, is in running to become the chair of the CFTC, a strategic position in the regulatory arena. Currently, the director of crypto policies at Andreessen Horowitz, he has established himself as a pro-innovation figure in the sector, advocating for rules tailored to the specifics of blockchain. This potential nomination is part of the broader strategy by Pump to position the CFTC as a key agency to oversee cryptos against the SEC's criticized for its strict and litigation-heavy approach. He would replace Rostin Benham, a CFTC chair who has often confronted the SEC over the regulation of digital assets. Brian is no stranger to crypto regulations. During his tenure at the CFTC, he oversaw the launch of the first regulated futures contract on Bitcoin and Ethereum, paving the way for institutional adoption. His engagement also extends to decentralized finance, another cornerstone of the crypto ecosystem. Since his arrival at Andreessen Horowitz, he has intensified efforts to promote policies favoring innovation while denouncing the restrictions imposed by the SEC in 2022. He stated, quote, "The crypto ecosystem needs rules tailored to its objectives to achieve its full potential. That is not what the SEC offers," end quote. The influence of Andreessen Horowitz on this nomination cannot be ignored. The venture capital fund has actively supported pro-crypto candidates in 2024 with massive political donations through its Fair Shake PAC. In summary, his nomination could radically transform the crypto policy under the United States by consolidating regulatory powers under the CFTC. Now, here's the argument from Democrats. Well, the CFTC is not big enough. You would have to, you'd have to increase the size of the CFTC like crazy. Okay. Then increase the size of the CFTC crazy. Like, what's the problem here? Okay. So we know what we have to do to make it work. So do it, right? Now we've all seen unnecessary government growth. Well, this can be an example of necessary government growth, right? Build out the department to properly and appropriately oversee the crypto space, because very clearly the SEC has demonstrated it is not responsible enough to do that. It's a compromised agency that needs to be de-weeded by Elon Musk and Vivek, right? So we'll see what happens with that, but I absolutely concur. I absolutely concur with that. All right, what else do we got? Let's go see what else is happening out there. USDT has minted another $1 billion today, guys. That's $21 billion minted in USDT since November 6th. That is a lot of money coming into crypto, you guys. Are you ready for a tsunami? Australian pension fund giant AMP buys $27 million worth of Bitcoin to become the nation's first major pension fund to buy the asset, as per Australian Financial Review. Bullish news, guys. Beebs, this one's for you, buddy. I know you're sitting there listening right now. KASPA, new listing on StealthX, new spot listing for KASPA. You love to see that, guys. You love to see that. All right, what else do we have? What else do we have? Special shout out to my man Beebs. NASDAQ listed Chinese company Nano Labs has increased its Bitcoin holdings by 360 Bitcoin, worth 36 million. Game theory is playing out. And what else do we have? Let's compare months here, guys. So the last bull run, let's go back in time. Let's go back to 2016 at this time in the cycle, December of 2016. We ended the month, Bitcoin ended the month up 30.8%. Fast forward to the last bull run in 2020, December, it ended the month at plus 46.92%. Fast forward, how high will we? So this is just to give you an example. Right now, we're only up 3.92% on Bitcoin for the month. If we follow suit on 2020 and 2016 cycles, we're about to see a massive run on Bitcoin for the rest of this month, guys. Santa Rally is an understatement on what's about to happen for Bitcoin. And as a result, altcoins, right? So very, very exciting stuff, guys. I don't know how you could not be excited at this point. All right, what else do we have? Let's get into another video here. What do we got? Samson now says, with Bitcoin, you get rid of all these deficiencies in every single other monetary system.
I think Satoshi, above all else, was a sovereign individual, beholden to no one, and no one can control him, manipulate him, and coerce him. And he gave us this gift of being capable of also being sovereign without having to give up give up our identities, right? So with the advent of Bitcoin, the reason why I think it's so significant is you can actually have your own money now versus the old system where there is an intermediary at all touch points. And even with metal-based monies like gold and silver, you have a minter of coins, and powers will centralize and control that process. Even when gold coins were prolific, at some point it became illegal to mint your own coins, right? There is the mint, and that is the group that gets to mint the coins. And of course, when you centralize power and control, they become corrupted and they start clipping and mixing with other stuff. So with Bitcoin, you get rid of all these deficiencies in every single other monetary system that has ever been created in humanity. And it's such a base transformation of civilization. I think it warrants this new year scheme or calendar schema, because it just resets everything. So if you think about it, we always make new things and we do them in a poor way, right? So the internet, one of the key deficiencies that I think we had was it wasn't encrypted by default, right? It's not secure by default, and we have to bolt on all these things. But the net effect is like internet is still not that secure these days. There's all these holes, and if you're not familiar or understand all the safety procedures or how to use it safely, then you can leak your information or leak whatever metadata about yourself too. But it's the same for money. It's all defective. And then suddenly we create this perfect money that fixes all those deficiencies. So I think it's an important milestone in terms of human civilization.
Agreed. All right, what else do we have? BlackRock suggests 1 to 2% Bitcoin allocation in portfolios, comparing its risk profile to tech giants. As per the latest Forbes report, a recent report by BlackRock titled Seizing Bitcoin in Portfolios. Its analysts have noted that Bitcoin offers a risk profile similar to the Magnificent Seven firms Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Nvidia, Meta, Google, and Microsoft. In the research report, analysts led by the CIO of ETF and Index Products, Sarah Cohen, noted that the $2 trillion cryptocurrency offers a similar risk profile to the Magnificent Seven firms, whose average market capitalization is $2.5 trillion and have accounted for nearly 35% of the S&P 500's $46 trillion market capitalization. Analysts assert that the crypto should now account for 1 to 2% of traditional 60-40 investment portfolios. This would position the asset similar to companies like Nvidia, Amazon, or Apple, even though Bitcoin has little utility other than the speculative asset, and it derives no revenues from products like corporate titans. The BlackRock report also pointed out Bitcoin's historically low correlation to traditional markets. While Bitcoin was highly correlated to other asset classes, the tech stocks, during the COVID boom and bust, it started to diverge in June of 2020. The report predicts this will continue due to the global financial fragmentation, rising geopolitical tensions, distrust in banks, and increasing deficits. In their analysis, Cohen and her team discovered a 1 to 2% allocation in a 60-40 portfolio yields a risk profile similar to that of the Magnificent Seven stock. A 1% weighing would contribute 2% of risk, while a 2% allocation increases the risk weighing to 5%. Another doubling in the weighing to 4% would account for an exponentially higher 14% of overall risk, according to the report. Though BlackRock only recommends a maximum of 2% as appropriate for most investors, it's also indicated that the future price gains may be more difficult. The return characteristics are likely to change significantly once we reach a target state where potentially the portfolio allocation is much more technical, like gold, and is used for hedging. So basically, they're saying at some point, the volatility in terms of price action in Bitcoin will subside, which is, obvious at some point. But I think that Bitcoin does get at least minimum over $1 million a coin, and I will be there for every little bit of it. All right, holiday spending spree, guys. Crypto holiday spending spree. Check it out.
Hey, David, good morning. Yeah, for some Americans, especially younger ones, it's shaping up to be a crypto Christmas. The surge in the value of crypto has led to a holiday windfall that's already affecting some spending and maybe there's much more to go here. Take a look here. BitPay, which converts crypto to dollars for online sellers and buyers, says they've seen 9% growth in transactions in November compared to a year ago. Some of the category gains they've seen, well, crazy gains in philanthropy. I guess people are saying, hey, might as well give crypto if you're going to give anything. And then gold, precious metals, 125% gain, converting those that crypto into other assets. Apparel and fashion, consumer goods up 62%, luxury goods up 26%. And there's gift cards where you convert it into something that then allows you to spend dollars. According to CoinGecko, the value of crypto worldwide up 1.9 trillion year to date, but 1.2 trillion just in the past month. It's impossible to know how much is in the U.S. and how much will be spent. But a recent FDIC paper found that the marginal propensity to consume from crypto wealth is about 9 cents on the dollar, twice as high as that from other wealth. Well, one reason could be, according to an October survey by Pew, 17% of Americans own crypto, but it's 29% for those 18 to 29 and 25% for 30 to 49-year-olds. It's just 8% for those over 50. Now, younger people have a much higher propensity to consume than older ones. So the crypto gains are in the accounts of people who are willing to spend them. This raises the question, should the Fed be thinking about the impact of crypto on growth, on inflation and economic activity? Right now, crypto is not considered a financial asset. So the Fed doesn't have an ongoing measure of crypto wealth, guys.
It's because they make the same mistake most people make, is that they think that they don't take it seriously, which is a big mistake, right? We saw Microsoft make the same mistake, and they'll pay for it in the future. We're having a little bit of a dump right now, down to 99,000. Again, what matters is where these candles close, guys. So that's what we're going to pay attention to. All right, let's get into the chat, guys. See what's going on. As always, guys, please make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow, and it doesn't cost you nothing. James, I did look at the bottom of the shirt on the... Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, crypto future. Boom, look at that. Look at that. My man. Jackie, but yeah, I meant the good coins. Let's go, XCN gang. Ready for this bull run. Thanks for all your knowledge. Hey, no problem, man. Thanks for being here, my friend. Yeah, just when I lost my internet for a second there. Okay, Kevin, Big Kev, what's up? XCN is about to rocket to the moon. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. She's gearing up for a break to the upside. Strange Sky, what's going on? Paul, hey, Rob. My colleague is here for the first time. Told him about JASMY and about your stream. Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you for raising awareness, my friend. That is absolutely amazing. I appreciate you, buddy. Beebs, what's up, buddy? Hopefully you caught the KASPA update I sent you. XCN and Swift are in the playground on the seesaw, up and down. Yeah, no kidding, eh? No kidding. David, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Onwards and upwards. Let's freaking go. Absolutely, man. Funky says, okay, Circle, which one? This one? MC Merit? No, Circle is the company that created USDC stablecoin. XCN Swift to the moon. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Metal detecting. Looking forward to seeing when XCN has its next big move up. Hopefully, yeah. Oh, yeah. Very soon, man. Very soon. Let's just hope Ripple Trump keep their noses clean. We certainly don't need any anti-crypto reason. Yes, exactly. We don't need to give the anti-crypto people out there any ammunition. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Studio Tech, what's up, man? What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Anthony's in the house. Good afternoon. Have you done accumulating harvest farm? Farm is probably a pretty good price to DCA right now. Actually, what is it? $58. It's not a bad price right now, man. To be honest with you, I may turn to pick up some more farm. I may pick up more farm. John, blessings. What's up, buddy? Rob, appreciate your real assessments of the crypto market. Smash the like. Keep shining. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, John. Crow to the moon, baby. Crow to the moon. Lord of the Realm, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for the Caspa update. I always got a Caspa update for you, Beebs. Lily, yo, what is up, dear? Good to see you. Ty says, what's up, Rob? I hope you're having a good thirsty Thursday. I'm about to grab me a drink now. Well, it's only, I guess it's 2 in the afternoon here. I will be drinking in about an hour. I'll be drinking a pre-workout, though, because I got to go and I got to do a good arm workout. Curls for the girls, guys. Curls for the girls, right? Or tries for the guys, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you like, But I got to go get in a workout soon. And, so that is that's the stream, guys. That's the news. That's the chat. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe to the channel. Guys, get over to the Patreon and book your one-on-one coaching sessions with me there, guys. The spots fill up very, very fast. And, so people are like, man, I got to get in. I got to get in. I'm getting these spots fill up very quick is all I can say, guys. So get over there, get your spot booked in. If you don't have an exit strategy, guys, get over there. Let's get you an exit strategy. Let's get you a profit-taking plan in place so that when things go crazy, you are ready for it, okay? Also, you can join our group Zoom calls we do every single evening. It's a window that I open up for everyone to converse not only with me, but with each other. Everyone has an opportunity to share their knowledge, their experience, their questions get answered in real time. So come and be a part of that, guys. It's a phenomenal community. It's absolutely amazing. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comments. It's in the chat. So anyway, click like if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it. I will see you guys tonight for the 8 p.m. Central live stream. Peace.